It's fall and it's only like 100 degrees here, so let's talk jewelry. Hi jewelry lovers, it's Janine over at SLOHappy Vintage. We're here to do jewelry stuff. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to edit less because it doesn't take long to film a video at all, but when you get to editing, to compress it down, it takes a long time. So I'm going to try to make these less edited so I can get them out to you faster. I have two haul videos, both from the same place. Both of them I saw on Facebook Marketplace. One was disappointing but not, and I'll explain that later. The other one, I kind of knew what I was getting into, so it was a good lot. Let me show you a picture of the first lot. See if there's anything in this lot that you would be interested in looking at. There are a couple of pieces that sparked my interest, and a couple that I had some questions on, and a couple, they wanted $80 for this lot, and I offered $50, but I had to drive about an hour to go pick it up. And then I come to find out later that she would have shipped it. Anyway, so the second lot I had her ship. But she said that there were a handful of pieces that were missing stones or broken, and the rest were in excellent condition. So I took her word at it. Now, I'm going to tell you ahead of time, I shouldn't have taken her word for it, because what some people think are excellent condition, it's not the same. To a jewelry collector, somebody who knows jewelry, the condition is particular, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Here is the lot, and let me just dive right into it. A couple of things that I was very interested in. One was this brooch. This brooch was missing a rhinestone that she did not disclose, but it is a nice check glass brooch. I did replace the rhinestone, so that was a good find. These pieces right here were also broken. I already repaired them. It's a tortoise shell lucite with these, I think it's aluminum appliques on them, kind of like a, I want to say Polynesian or something design, but anyway, it was hooked together as if it were all one piece, and it was missing some chain, and the clasp was bad, and pardon my fingers, I've been painting. My hands get ranchy, messy this time of year with all the projects. Anyway, I fixed that, so now there's a bracelet and a necklace. This piece, I don't believe was in the picture. It turns out to be a Bakelite. It's like a I thought it was lucite at first, but it does test as Bakelite, and it is just a very interesting stick pin from probably the 60s, 50s or 60s. Then this necklace I was interested in, kind of. It looked just like a black glass necklace, but when I got it, it was broken, as you can see. And it turns out this is Bakelite as well. It's an extremely dark cherry amber Bakelite. When you hold it up to the light, you can see that it's actually colored, but it looks black when you look at it. So I'm going to have to repair that one. But you know, like I said, she said everything was in great condition, but it wasn't. And I did complain. And she offered a couple pieces as a I'm sorry, but I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to let her know that she needs to represent her items better, and it'll be more evident as we go on. This is a Coro, and this one's in nice condition. This little piece I was intrigued by. It is camphor glass. I thought it could possibly be in sterling, but it is not. This is just like a cheap glass rhinestone here, camphor glass and just pot metal. It is an older piece, but not as exciting as I thought. These pieces, this is a memorial piece. It is an aluminum cuff with a giant operculum shell on there, and it is dated August 29th, 1927 to 1943. There's another one matching with just an aluminum cuff that says Mother, that is not marked at all. Another piece I was very intrigued by were these. I didn't know what they were. They looked very interesting, and when I got them, the earrings are in great condition, but the brooch was broken. Now, if you look at the picture very carefully, you can notice that it it is broken in the picture as well. This piece right here was loose in the bag when I got it, so I did repair it, but I will have to disclose that I'm hoping that will hold up pretty well, but being ceramic, I'm not quite sure it will. Very interesting. But anyway, these are screw backs. So those are okay. Then remember, she only said a couple pieces were missing rhinestones, and I think she showed this piece and this piece and possibly this one in the picture. Oh, and this one. This is a Sarah Coventry. It's not only missing rhinestones and pearl, it's missing its clasp. So that's kind of a piece of junk as far as I'm concerned. This is a nice piece, but also missing a clasp. I mean, these are serious condition issues, not just missing rhinestones, as she said. This is missing a bunch of rhinestones, does have a clasp, and it actually has a nice back on it. It could have been a nice piece. It's not marked, but it's missing too much to really do anything with. So this piece is missing all of its pearls and a couple of rhinestones, but it's a Trifari, and it's an older Trifari, so that one will probably be worth fixing, but once again, condition. Here is a piece of something. This is just junk. And here is a single earring. She did not say there were singles of anything. This necklace has all kinds of damage to these pearlized beads here. So that's a piece of junk. I think this is just a chain. I could probably use that chain. So this is kind of a harvest lot. Another chain, which is fine. More single earrings. Like I said, she didn't say anything about single earrings, and when I asked her about it, she said, oh, well, everything's shown in the picture, but she didn't show any of the backs of them, so you couldn't tell if they were pins or if they were earrings. Now, I should have just taken everything out of the bag and looked at it, but I took her word for it, you know. This is also broken. I don't know what was supposed to be on here, but it's a broken something. And then this is just a random nothing, some beads and a broken watch. And this is just a chain, has no clasp or anything on it. Then this piece, look at this giant chip taken out of here. So this is kind of a piece of junk as far as I'm concerned, but I'm going to take the backing off. And if I ever find another porcelain one that doesn't have a back, I'll have a back to put it on. So anyway, and then this is, I'm not exactly sure even what this is. It looks like a lapel pin that doesn't have a back, and it's missing a ton of rhinestones. And the one thing in the lot, I don't know if you saw it, but the thing that caused me to go see this lot to begin with was this little guy. This is a Trifari. It's a pedalette. It is one of the very few Trifaris that is known to not be signed. And I saw that and I thought, oh, okay, this is some older jewelry, some older nice jewelry, so I will take a little bit more closer look. So far so good. Then there's this piece, which shouldn't have been sold to begin with. This is ivory. Really nice carving on this piece. Now, I can't sell this. She shouldn't have sold this. It is, I'm sure, vintage or antique, but I can't verify the authenticity of the age of it. So, I don't know what to do with this. Got any ideas what to do with that? It's a beautiful carving. There's a lion and an elephant, but sad. This is just kind of some not high quality or mid quality things. Now this Matisse set, Renoir Matisse, is a nice set. Hopefully, I don't know if this set will cover the whole cost of the lot, but between this and the Bakelite and a couple of the others, I'll get my money back pretty easily on it, and there are a couple pieces that I will keep as well. But would I buy this lot again? Knowing this, I don't know. But the rest of this, let's see, we did have a couple of matching earrings. They're pretty cute. And there's a little fox. These are, I might lot all this stuff together. Another pin, this little pin set, actually earrings and a pin is kind of cute, but you know, it's nothing I'm excited about. Now these guys, these are Coro Duet clips. They're what the Coro Duet pins slide into to turn into a brooch. And these themselves can sell up to like $25, $30 a piece. The sad thing is that looking at her other ad, she had the duet clips that go into this, and she wanted $60 just for the clips. And I told her later, I said, you know, when I saw that, I said, this belongs to that. And then she was just like, well, they're not signed. She knew this was a Coro, but apparently she doesn't know what a duet is because, anyway, long story short, I wasn't going to buy the clips for $60 because they weren't very nice ones. I mean, the whole set would probably sell for $60. But, you know, I'll sell these for $30 or $40. And then there's just some random things that are missing things, little beep pin. This is probably the oldest piece. This is a Victorian gold-filled bar pin. It's kind of nice. It's in decent condition. And then this, I am not sure what to think about this. I don't want to open it because I am afraid that could there be cremated remains in here? Is that what this is? I don't know. Does anybody know what that is? I know it looks like a Sputnik. I don't believe it's signed. It's got a very old clasp on it, but this design makes me think it would be more like in the 60s. So I am not quite sure what to think about that. Yeah, this opens up and I don't know what's in it. Then there's just some, this to me over here is just junk. This is kind of cool though. I would probably sell this. This is a Stanhope cross pendant, and Stanhope jewelry started, gosh, I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I think it was Deco era. And they figured out how to put like a magnifying glass and an image in that magnifying glass so that when you look through the image or look through the glass, you can see an image. A lot of them were like little peep show things, but this one on the cross has the Lord's Prayer in it. So when you look into there, yeah, it's very small, but you can read the entire Lord's Prayer inside that little tiny piece of glass. So that's kind of cool. This is a more modern one, probably from the 70s. Still vintage, but kind of an interesting. I've never found any Stanhope jewelry, so I thought that was kind of a fun piece. Then we've got some little religious medals and another older bar pin. This one's not as old as the other one. Just little pendants. There's a single cufflink. So I really don't know what she was thinking about this lot. And the other thing that was in this lot that I didn't know, these were missing all kinds of rhinestones on them, and it turns out it's a pin and 2 earrings, and they had some really just kind of gross clear rhinestones in them, and because they're 4-leaf clovers, I thought, you know, I've got some green rhinestones, so I replaced those with green rhinestones. They still need to be cleaned up a little bit. So these are Sarah Coventry, and I did not keep them original. I just thought green would be more pretty. I think I covered everything in that lot. It was $50, and between, oh, I didn't show you this. That's just pretty dress clip. Between this one, the Bakelite, this one, these pieces, the Matisse set, the Pedalette, this one, those are the best pieces. And you know, this is pretty. Oh, one other thing, this is completely destroyed. It's supposed to have a mother of pearl thing right here, but it is I'm not sure what it is. I think it's for like cleaning nails. I don't know what you call that, but it's a little retractable retractable thing. So I think that's pretty cool, but with this damage on it, I don't know. Is it worth something to somebody? I don't know. It's looking like it's gold, rolled gold or gold filled as well. So would you have bought this lot? Would you have taken a chance? Would you have been smarter than I was and sat down and looked through the whole thing before committing to it? I probably should have. A couple other pieces random little airplane and wings. This, I believe, is a sweetheart piece from one of the wars. Servicemen would often give these to their, kind of like the bracelets and such. They could engrave initials on that. So this one is obviously rolled gold, but it is chipping. So that's that lot. Now, same lady posted another ad on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to show you that ad and take a look and see if you would have been interested in this lot. Now, she mentioned that some of them were signed and some of them weren't. She did indicate that there was a few that were missing rhinestones. And once again, she said all the rest were in excellent condition. Now, after talking to her the first time and telling her that I'm a collector and condition is very important, I asked a couple more questions on this lot, had her send me a couple more pictures, and decided that I wanted it. Once again, she was asking, I want to say $80 for it. And I told her, I said, to be honest, I don't usually pay more than about $2 per pair on earrings. So I said, well, I live an hour away, so can we make it $50 shipped? And she agreed to do that. And I just got it in the mail yesterday, and I'll show you what was in it. There is a wide assortment of jewelry in here, and a lot of these are signed, so that was kind of exciting. Now, when you looked at the picture, please tell me everybody noticed the Haskells. If you are not familiar with Miriam Haskell jewelry and you see a lot like this, please know that these scream Miriam Haskell. So I'm going to just show you those right off the bat. Beautiful Miriam Haskells. I was hoping that they would be in excellent condition. They appeared to be. And there's the signature on the back right there. Is it upside down? Miriam Haskell. Gorgeous, gorgeous Miriam Haskells. So these will stay in my collection for now. And then on top of that, what else do we see? We see some Hattie Carnegie. So these two are Hattie Carnegie. They're not the fanciest Hattie Carnegies, but they are Carnegies. They say Carnegie on the back. Fun note about Hattie Carnegie. When she came to the United States, her name wasn't Hattie Carnegie. It was something else. And she wanted to know who was the most, the richest person in the United States. And at the time, it was Carnegie. So she took on the name Carnegie because she wanted to make it big in the United States. So that was kind of funny. So those are Hattie Carnegies. Then, in addition, I didn't realize, but these are also Carnegies. Once again, not the most elaborate Carnegies, but they are still Hattie Carnegie earrings in lovely condition. So that was a bonus. Now, all of those and a couple others she had wrapped, which was nice, but a lot of these she just jumbled into a bag and sent them jumbled in a bag, which was unfortunate because these pieces right here, here's the bag, there are little rhinestones in here that I will probably not be able to salvage, but these are Trifaris. They're older Trifaris and really beautiful pave set stones in there. So I'm going to repair those, and those will be for sale. Then we have, what else do we have? These I thought were interesting, but they're not signed. So, they're probably just Japan or Korea, but no signature on those. But all of these little pieces are, actually the rhinestones are glued, it looks like. But the little petals to the flower are all threaded or wired in there. So those are pretty. Then these are Morpho earrings. And what that means is that the image right here of, I think looks like it's usually palm trees or like a beach scene with a sunset. They are backed with a butterfly wing, a genuine butterfly wing. You can kind of see the flash of the blue and the orange of the wing in there. And these are also sterling. They don't look sterling, they might just be tarnished, but it says sterling right on the back of the dial here. So that was a good, and these sell for around $25. They're not huge sellers, but they're kind of unique. These could potentially be sleepers here in value. These are Napier. They're older Napier, and I have yet to find any reference to these Asian looking ones with a pagoda anywhere. I found a similar pair on the Napier website. Well, not the Napier website. The gal that wrote the book on Napier, she has a jewelry site with just Napier jewelry on it. And I found a similar pair there, but not this pair. So I don't know if these are $20 earrings or $60 earrings or $100 earrings. So I'll have to do more research on those. Very unusual. Have not found them online yet. These are Bartek. Nothing too exciting. These are also Trifari. Nothing too exciting. These are not, oh, they are signed. These are Sandor, all wired. They're nice earrings. These are just some cluster earrings that, oh, you do look like you're signed. Hold that thought. Nope, not signed, just says patent pending. So these are going to be your 50s earrings. And then all of these are they're just okay. This has got some dead stones. These are not signed, but they're just kind of, These are not signed either. That would be an easy fix, and I'll just go ahead and throw a pearl in there and sell those in a lot. So I'm probably going to lot up all of the lesser earrings here. These are not signed as well. It's not missing any stones. A couple of the stones are starting to turn a little bit. These are also sterling. They're gold wash or vermeil, however you want to say that, over sterling. It's missing a pearl. So I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and fix these or just throw them in a craft lot. Maybe I'll fix them. We'll see. We'll see if I have a pearl that matches. These are Bergère, and I actually thought these may have been Trifari, but nope, they're Bergère, and they do have some discoloration on their stones, the baguettes, and I will not be fixing these because the value is just not there. So those will go in a lot. And these little button earrings are not signed. They'll go in a lot. These pink, multi-shades of pink and white are not signed. They will go in a lot as well. These remind me of Tortolani earrings, but they're also not signed. Nice quality though, but I'll put those in a lot. These are Chinese export. I don't know if that is cinnabar. It does look like cinnabar. You can see the carve marks on it. These are not sterling. These look just like silver plated. But the sad part, this one's missing its clasp. So I will either have to yank the clasp off of this and put a different clip on it just so they're usable. I might just go ahead and do that because they're nice little earrings and I like to kind of try to preserve things if I can. So they're not going to have their screw back, but they will get a clip back. Then we have some Majolica ceramic grapes, and nothing too exciting about those. I probably will put those in a lot. I might try to sell this on their own. These, I feel like they should belong to somebody because they are such nice quality, but have no idea. Not signed. Then we have, these are Richelieu, kind of faux pearl. They look like, I don't know, bumpy amoebas or something, I don't know. And just some miscellaneous little clip back clear rhinestones and some faux pearls. Then this one is a company I had never heard of, and it's actually 2 earrings and a brooch. Really nice quality, but it's Alexandre 5th Avenue. Alexandre 5th Avenue. Has anybody heard of that company? I have not heard of them. but they're in decent condition. A little bit of verdigris that I need to brush off. And then the last set are these, and they are signed. Another one I hadn't heard of. It looks like LR Creations, and they are just nice little amethyst glass earrings with these chains. I don't believe these are sterling or anything. They're not marked sterling, but they're nice quality. Very nice quality. So that's the second lot. So tell me, would you have bought either lot? Would you have recognized the Haskells and the Carnegies? Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And let me know also if you're okay with me just doing faster, fewer edits on these videos. I don't like to mix haul videos with fixing videos, because if people just want to watch repairs, they don't maybe want to go through a haul video. But I do want to ask you a question. Remember this necklace from the other video? The pearl coating is completely worn off of most of the pearls. Here's one with the pearl coating. Here's one that has been stripped. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I either need to replace these with more pearls, or I need to strip this one off. So I have a couple of choices. I can strip the rest of the pearl coating off of this and just let it be white, although to me the white is a little bit too stark for the rest of the necklace. Then also note there's amethyst glass in here. Or I have these beads. They're more modern beads, but they are purple, and they would kind of match the amethyst glass look. So I put one of them on here to show you. Purple and yellows go quite well together. So I could do that, or I could just replace them with like a larger pearl. It would have to be a more modern pearl unless I can find, actually I think I do have some like Haskell era pearls, but it wouldn't be check. But then again, you know, I could replace it with check glass. I do have some check glass beads, but I'm not quite sure. I want to restore this piece. If you remember, it did have a pearl, just a single pearl dangling from here with two other loops that look like they needed another pearl, but I ended up taking those loops off and filing it down so that it is just complete without it. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to sign off. Hope you're having a great week. Let me know in the comments what you think about my fast talking, fewer edit format, and I'll see you in the next one. My tongue is frozen. I just had some smoothie. Sorry about that.